Okay, Kip, let's have a look at your technique analysis here. We start with the slow speed, which is where we can see most of the issues, and then we go towards the faster speed as we may be able to pick up different things. So it looks generally pretty smooth, but let me stop here. There you go. So here, see what you're doing with your hand here? So you almost you're pushing the water with the face of your hands rather than with the palm of your hand. So the angle here is really odd. I will show you the whole left arm. There is very little pressure under the water too. So this is just so you can pay attention to it. So we're gonna see, and let's compare with the right, which is the right. The right is a lot better. Look at this. You're even like flexing your, look at how powerful that was. So compare how much water you're throwing back here with, let me go back there. I just wrote down the second here. So all this splashing with, you see, there's nothing, you're not throwing any water back. Boom. Very powerful with the right, the left is really weak. So just focus on that for the next bit. There you go. One more time. Really good hand angle, pushing the water back compared to, that's fan is on the way. There you go. Just like no push off at all, and I can see the face of your hand here. But from this angle, this speed, this is the main red flag that I can spot. The underwater camera is gonna be, we're gonna be able to see all the stuff too. Okay, let me pause. Let me pause here, which is your left side, pretty much the hand, and we discussed that. There you go. So this, look at what you're doing with your fingers here. So you're almost like creating a lot of drag, unnecessary drag. All you have to do is to straighten your fingers. Look at that. And let's go, and then you kind of get this right here. So your only part of the left side that you have some power, it's from here to pretty much here, and then you mess up with the angle again on to finish the stroke. But the right is a lot better, including the catch. Here's the problem with the right though. At this point, you, rather than keep the pressure on and push all the way past your hips, you twist your hand again. And then you kind of bring it closer to the body. It's a really weird movement that you do. And then you push. There you go. And just now, but you lost all that pressure from here to here. You should have just continued doing this from here all the way back. And then you have that really powerful final push. So I'll just let this run for a bit so we can focus on that. You see the left hand entry, the fingers, no power for most of the left side, and then that part that you skip on the right. But everything else looks really smooth. You know, hip rotation is really good. The kick is excellent. There is no scissor kick. It's the first one out of all the whole team. You're the last one that I'm doing the analysis here. You're the only one that you don't do like a scissor kick. Okay, next. Let me stop here. So you could improve a few things. There is like a tiny little bit of scissor kick here, and the reason is this side you're crossing a little bit. So you enter the water, let me just go back a little bit. You enter the water really well at the right position, so pretty much aligned with your shoulder. But the problem is you're not straight in your arm, so you keep this angle. You see it's a little bit bent. So your hand goes and you cross, and see how your arm is never full on straight. So let's compare the right with the left, which you don't cross at all. You could also maybe straighten the elbows out a little bit, so there is no scissor kick, but at least you're not crossing at all. So let's just focus on that a bit. Okay, now to the next part, something we can also work on. So right here, you see like you're looking down. I can't see your eyes, I can't see your nose, I can only see like the top of your goggles here. So once you enter the water, the head position it's really good. That's how it should be all the time. But then I can see your whole face. So you look up after once you're doing the catching, the pulling, and then that repeats the cycle. Look down, really good, and then you look up. We should actually be able to see this on the side camera too. So looking down, and then you look up a little bit, looking down, and then you look up a little bit. Let me go back to, there you go. Right, so let's talk a little bit. The next step now it's the catch. So you see your arm is pretty much straight. Now it's straight. It should have been straight when you're gliding through the water, just reaching out. So this is straight, and what you actually want to achieve, I'm gonna switch into, I've got like some YouTube videos here. So this is what this is. Of course, it's too much. This is like a swim coach. So, but at least you have an idea on what you want to achieve. So look at what he does. You see the angle here, yeah? So it's like 90-degree pretty much. Let's compare with what you're doing. In fact, this video I'm gonna probably send this to the group too. He also demonstrates what a straight catch is. There you go. So he's doing the straight, which is more closer to what you're doing. You know, he explains like the issues. The guy is so good that even his straight catch, there is a bit of an angle here. He probably can't even do like a full-on straight. But okay, let's go back to, there you go, on the left, and then with the right. Okay, so let's continue. The next is to, okay, let's also check then 223 is the catch. Okay, next 224. Okay, so the hand angle here, this is good because you see this is actually what you want to achieve with the left too. So the right you're doing really good. You know, I can see the palm of your hand here, but the fingers are more or less straight, whereas here you're like creating a lot of a drag with your hand, and it's just like soft, it's just not firm, so you're not grabbing any water during the catch. There's no pressure on water here whatsoever. And then again, no catch here, and the catch here is on both sides, it's extremely poor as well. Let's watch the other speeds to see if we can pick something up that's a little bit different. Maybe some stuff changes, you can apply more power to the water, speed things up. So let's look into that. Soft hands is still, it's still not pushing off any water, and the right here is a lot better. Yeah, but it looks really good, other than if you can just repeat with the left what you're doing with the right, you're gonna swim a lot faster. Let's see under the water. Yeah, the issue with the left hand stays there. Let's check that final part of the right side that you lose some pressure. So from here, from here to, it seems to be a little bit better. Let's try one more time from, so it should be here. Yeah, you do lose the pressure here, and then you start again. So yeah, it's still there. Maybe a little bit better than at the slower speed. On this side, other than the catch, which is pretty easy to spot, you have like a straight arm. Yeah, the head movement, again, looking up a bit. So you look down, and then look a little bit. It's not too bad, but it doesn't hurt just to try to keep your chin closer to your chest. Just look down the whole time. Just look to the side when you breathe. Yeah, there is the hand movement. There you go. The hand issue again. The scissor kick seems to have improved. Let's see, it's when your right side that crosses. Yeah, so the scissor kick when you swim faster is not as bad because you just have a better momentum. There you go, so there's a lot less. So this is really good. Not perfect, but it's something that if you just try to focus on fixing this a little bit, naturally this is going to get even, because this is as spread out as it gets. It could be a little bit more narrow, but it's the under the water part, it's a lot worse. Something you have to focus on more. Let's see if we pick up anything different. Yeah, just a straight arm recovery. The hand position is still there. Alright, let's check the fast speed now, which is more like the dash type of effort, not really the triathlon. Yeah, so still no pressure with the left push, so that didn't get much better. Under the water should be able to see things a little bit better. One thing I didn't comment was that we've always talked that your stroke rate is rather low, but I can't really see the reason here. There is no dead spot. You always like, so here you're doing the catch, the other arm is already recovering. So I can't quite see how you speed this up much. So it's something that I don't think we have to worry too much about it right now, because it only really hurts you when we try to sprint in training. But for everything else, it looks pretty decent. Yeah, that part of the stroke where you lose power a little bit seems to still be there. There you go, from here to pretty much here, and then you engage that wrist movement again, and then you have that powerful bit. So faster speed, the fingers is still pointing down. So a lot of using the paddles, especially the small ones, would help. So this is the faster speed. Yeah, very similar technique to the other two speed, just that we're gonna see from the top of the scissor kick. It's even better. Let's see if you're still crossing. So it seems that you cross less too. This is decent, you know, if you visualize there is a line here, you're almost touching it, so you could straighten this. It would help with, you know, like the knees bending a little bit, but it's okay. If you just try to straighten this, you don't even have to worry about your leg. So left is really good. It's like quite wide, so it gives a good balance to the legs. Just the right, it's a little bit too narrow, not a lot, but to be aware of. Yeah, but here you see there's just no, the extension is pretty decent, just trying to finish this a bit better. Yeah, still like straight arm recovery. Let's see, fingers, the hand really soft pointing down. And then you go into this side angle. There's absolutely no pressure here. Side angle again. It seems that you have a bit of like a pressure somewhere around here, and then you lose that again. There we go. So that's it.